Kremlin spokesman said Russia would provide military aid to North Korea in accordance with a treaty with the North.
中国が北朝鮮との同盟条約に基づいて韓半島に兵力を投入するものとみられます。
老狼正要独吞猎物呢，我们应该比俄罗斯先做。这是准备通往太平洋的桥头堡的机会，这个机会你可不能错过。
비행체 다수 서쪽 해상에서 접근 중. Eagle 1, heading 241. Roger, Eagle 1, heading 241. Bandit, 35 miles. Hawk 3-1 engaged. Fox 3. Fox 3. Fox 3. Break right. Bandit 5 o'clock.
Copy. Fox 3. keep coming. All squadrons attack.
Wolf 1, roger. Wolf 2, copy that. Fox 3.
I'm sorry, but it's not over yet. All squadrons hitting 242.
无人驾驶飞机无法操作，一直无法装卸。
Eagle 3-1 engage. Fox 3. Hawk 3-2. Bandit and trail. Flaps.
화재 발생! 레이더가 작동하지 않습니다!
접근하는 목표물이 너무 많습니다.敌人已经失去了应付的能力，只要把剩下的少数敌机除去就行了。迅速清除。嘿，最强的歼20居然担这么个稀松的任务。好，把敌人的巢穴烧成一片火海。Chinese, I have a surprise for you. Fox 3. 什么呀？导弹！躲开！